not even that, because I can only do interviews after.
No.
But we can actually give them like a bit of a slot.
And I want to experience it too.
Yeah.
Right, we're back onto live again.
I think after this frame you can call
All right, we have our stream back. Welcome back. Sorry about that delay. I'm not. This is a live production. Live productions are always very difficult.
nothing much transpired whilst we were offline. Shao Young leads by 22 and Jaden 14 points. But it's good to be back online. Shao definitely got an opportunity here.
Well, Touriq having it all his own way here in this match over here. Rafique not being able to display some of the form he displayed yesterday, but mind you, he was 4-0 down yesterday in double quick time with a in-form Kiashin. He managed to claw his way back and win that match. Massive fluke by Touriq. Not only is he having the run of the balls too, he is also having the better of the play. But ever since shot one, he has been in control of this match the entire way. Never looked like losing control of it. This is the type of matches he likes to be involved in. Well, you saw him struggle against Adil Umair, and that was because Adil Umair was playing very unconventional snooker, not playing into Touriq's hands. Made it very difficult for Touriq. Adil went up actually 2-0 in that match, and we eventually had a time decision. Just to explain the rules of how the time decision works. The matches have to be concluded within 210 minutes, right? Which is 3 hours. Well, 3.5 hours actually, right? And once the time buzzer goes off, the first criteria that we use is Rafique's going to looking like fluking that red. See, there's no ball run there because, I mean, that pink runs anyway else other than blocking the black is on a red. Wasting no time now. Going down, potting that brown ball in, ball from distance, displaying his potting abilities. Rafique will be already disappointed in the way he's been playing, so he wants to get that cue arm flowing. He wants to be playing some strokes with a decent amount of pace and cue right through that ball. That's what he's trying to do. Anyway, going back to the rules, the first criteria that is used is match score. So, an example, if you are 3-2 up on the frames, the match stops there. You will be awarded the match irrespective what is the difference, irrespective if you're leading in the 6th frame. So, but if you are tied on frame score, assuming you're at 3 each, then the person that is ahead on the scoreboard will win. If that is by some strange reason tied as well, we will then go to the highest break. And if again that is tied, then we'll go to the second highest break, so forth. So that is the criteria. Touriq potting a beautiful ball there and jumping the cue ball into the car park. So trying to put a lot of effort in screwing that white ball back and getting underneath it somewhat. As he reaches out underneath and picks the cue ball and hand it Oh, I think his chalk even flew off and went underneath the table. That's how much of power he tried to put into it.
And Jaden fluffs a golden opportunity. You cannot be missing such easy balls.
Very nicely stroked ball, but I know his intentions. He looks up and he laughs and he smiles because all he wanted to do was just separate the pink and black.
ABCs of
But all good signs for Rafique.
fancy play doesn't win you games, but taking care of basics gets you where you want to be. That's how it works. Now he's gonna watch himself go 3-0 down.
Right, what a lovely gesture by Munir and Farad. They've offered to relieve us in the commentary booth for a frame or two. That's going to be a treat for the viewers. Very knowledgeable people in snooker. So I'm going to just spend a little bit of time. Well, not a little bit of time. I actually have 1 minute realistically to brief them. So Touriq definitely has a
James and
firm grip
us a bit with the commentary plan. Allow us to have some lunch,
on this match.
but most importantly, get more insights from them.
I've been, I'll tell you what, I'm just listening to Alison mention what a lovely gesture. I've just mentioned it, what a lovely gesture. I'm absolutely blown away and amazed by the players and the support and everybody willing to help. This has really been a snooker community coming together. We have, guys like Nivash, Manilal, that has offered to make us a fantastic lunch and bring it to the casino for us. These are the things that shows the camaraderie in snooker that was always there. That's now built up an even stronger camaraderie.
I don't see Jaden coming back.
Beautiful escape by Touriq. Touriq definitely has a better understanding of how the table is running. And, we talk about this here and we know, it's the same for both players, really. But a table like this here certainly suits the style of play of Touriq rather than the style of play for finished. Right? Suits the style of play of Touriq rather than the style of play for Rafique. Right, we've been joined by Munir. What an excellent pot by Rafique. Really demonstrating his potting abilities. But he's not getting the cushion balls. Getting the cue ball on the cushion. He has a green. He's pretty good at these thin cuts. Letting the cue ball run, showing you the pace of the table. Table is really quick. So, has a shot at this ball on the cushion. He's pretty good off the cushion too. No mistake in getting down and potting this ball. Well, okay, playing a safety shot. Maybe adopting Touriq's approach. Yeah, as I was going back and telling the viewers out there, the snooker players, it's been a massive team event from both SAPSA and Pro Snooker and the Pro Snooker team, referees, everybody coming together. One big happy family trying to make all of these things happen. The support, guys offering to buy lunch, as I said. So everybody, it's been a fantastic experience. Obviously, you all at home can't see it. The flashy Mr. James has arrived. And we know we make a lot of fun with about Farad James having his personalized clothing. He's now showing me a fist here and waving his finger in the air here uncontrollably. But it's all good fun. And right, so we're going to be relieved here. We're going to throw them in the deep end like how we were thrown in the deep end. So I'm going to have a good old laugh about this here after this tournament. I'm actually having a good old laugh right now. So I'm thoroughly enjoying this here. No, I can assure you, no person in South Africa has ever experienced what we are about to experience. So we were at the deep end and sweating and oohs and ahs and having to be briefed by the television guys, 20 seconds before it goes live on TV. Now, the president and his second in charge is going to get the same type of treatment that we got. So we're fair, in everything we do. They got their drinks in their hand, but we'll be in contact in WhatsApp if they do need any help. Just, I mean, that is unbelievable to get down on this tight pockets and just stroke that ball. I really hope that he wins this frame with the exhibition that he's been putting on potting here. But sometimes just getting a little bit ahead of himself there. Touriq is still going to be cool, calm, very, very measured. Just to update you what's happening on the other table. Charles Yonk is 2-0 up, leading 74-21. Touriq has got the jaw on the pocket and having a slow dip. Just let me give Munir a few pointers here. Mike is very sensitive. Just talk. If the softer you can talk, the better it's going to be. Like a whisper. Waiting for this frame to finish while I hand over to Mr. Farad James. Rafique has played a beautiful snooker there. It's got Touriq in all sorts of trouble here. That is a very challenging snooker. If anybody can get out of it, would be Touriq. But he has to hit this ball. Well, he's hit it first go. I mean, that definitely has to be in the highlights reel. Immense trouble, snookered behind the blue. We put this very harsh rules to the foul and the miss. So everybody is aware of it. They know that they're going to be called a miss. So they're very wary of it, trying to put up the best show. That's got to be, so far, the shot of the match. Touriq, very measured player. Another excellent safety shot coming in from the cushion first. May have hit it a little bit hard. Rafique is very good off the cushion, but if he puts his ball, he's not going to be able to get in position on the blue. 16 points. So he definitely needs the blue to make him leading snookers. Spot Brown, never in doubt, as probably one of the best players off the cushion. And I'll tell you what, I'd say a close second would be Fakhri Gardin. Also adopting cushion first, and this is pretty close to the pocket. Good safety, keeping Touriq honest. 20-point difference. Oh, no. Scoreboard has just been updated. It's a 20-point difference, so snookers are required here. So that was an excellent shot by Rafique to make him needing snookers, make his opponent needing snookers. Having a go at that blue, well, there are snookers required. This could be the snooker. This could be the snooker. Just a tad bit hard. Excellent effort. Coming off 4 cushions to try and lay behind that pink. 2 cue ball space short. Another excellent effort. I think this time he's got the snooker. But okay, easy one to hit. I think even if he hits snooker, Rafique is going to employ the swerve shot. Yep, slight swerve. Should have no problem hitting this blue. That was 2 excellent attempts. Rafique doesn't want to put that blue ball too close to the pocket and let Touriq pot that blue, because Touriq will pot that blue and play a snooker on the pink, stun that pink all around the table and leave the white behind the black, which he should be able to do. I think if didn't catch a middle pocket jaw, he would have had a good cue ball there. Maybe he could have got the snooker. Rafique has to be extra careful here now. See, and under normal circumstances, that would be a good shot. But I don't think that's a good shot by Rafique. I think if it was 2 snookers required, it would be a good shot. But now he's putting himself in danger, in real danger, because cue ball so close to there. Touriq is going to try and bring that cue ball all the way. I think he's laid it perfect where he wants to lay it. Definitely great chance to snooker. That is having a very good snooker brain. I think Rafique missed a trick there. Should have never rolled that ball over the pocket. If he gets a snooker, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be a snooker, and if that ball bounces 2 feet off the cushion, well, it's cut off the natural right-hand side escape. That means Rafique has to go to the left-hand side. There's a huge degree of difficulty on this snooker now. Rafique trying to force it with the swerve. He's got it. But generally, also with the pink and black remaining on the table, requiring 1 snooker. But you really get 1 chance at it to get the snooker. And if you're very lucky, you can probably get the second chance at it. Because the next time, Rafique is going to put this ball now close to the pocket, and that would be the right shot. So Rafique nicely poised to put a frame on the board. He'll be delighted to have a frame on the board. Beautiful shot. I don't think he intended. I think he tried to cut that ball in. Although these 2 balls are quite close together, and it looks like you could lay a snooker, it is a very difficult shot, because what could happen now? You could get a double kiss, and him very clever, foul frame conceded. Join you back shortly. Well, I wouldn't be joining you. It will be Farad James that will be in the seat. So good luck to him.
A very good afternoon to all our viewers. We are here live at Gold Reef City. Casino, a wonderful venue for this beautiful spectacle of snooker. Very great venue, and the organization from Pro Snooker is second to none. Put up a world-class event for our viewing pleasure and a spectacle of snooker in South Africa. Rafique Limbada versus Touriq Samsodien. The score is currently 2-1. Rafique is our current South African Masters champion, and Touriq also has a host of titles under his belt. So this will prove to be a very enthralling and exciting duel between these two very seasoned players. For those of you that are watching and want to get involved in snooker, please log on to the Pro Snooker Facebook page for more information, to contact your local clubs, to get involved and play league and see how you could then join a league and get into snooker and eventually get onto the Pro Snooker circuit, and it could be you playing in this event in the near future. The score is 2-1. Rafique breaks off, and it is a very orthodox and very safe break, getting the white ball close to the cushion. Touriq played a safety. I dare say that he probably attempted a deliberate in-off that didn't go very well. Nevertheless, not a very easy shot for Rafique. Rafique has a dip at the red, but with safety in mind that if he missed, and which he had, he'd leave the white ball up in bulk. I think Rafique, yes, he can see the red over the center bag. And he produces the pot. We have two very attacking players. They certainly wouldn't hold anything back and want to put points on the board. Excellent stroke by Rafique Limbada. He's such an excellent cueist with a lovely screw back on the pot on the brown. And he seems to be in a good rhythm. I think getting that one frame on the board will give him high spirits in going forward in this match. He seemed to have rushed it a bit. Rafique is a very quick player. First shot that comes into his mind, he goes down and executes. A fantastic pot by Touriq Samsodien, kissing the red, and perfect position on the black. Touriq in with the chance. I wonder if he'll be brave enough to pot this black and go into the pack. And this is exactly what he does. Caught the side of the pack. He needed to just catch a bit fuller, however, but he's still on a lovely red to continue with the break. Pot on the green, and Touriq is faced with a decision to make whether he goes for this. Well, he is going for the red in the center pocket. Not a very easy shot. And he does knuckle it. And that's the end of Touriq's break, bringing Rafique to the table. He doesn't have much on. He may opt to play a good safety on the red closest to the bulk area. You may be contemplating a pot here, mind you. Rafique is a very attacking player. Very uncharacteristic by Rafique. I think sometimes when you go down and overthink the shot, you are forced into an error that necessarily you wouldn't make. Hand up, sign of an apology by Touriq by kissing the red and getting perfect position on the black. But that's the nature of the game. Touriq potting the black, but putting himself in a world of hurt. He put the white ball flush on the bulk cushion, leaving himself very safe. He now has to hit the ball on, and he has to go into the pack. He perhaps may attempt to go for the red on the black cushion. Wow, delicate shot by Touriq, showing his experience, leaving nothing on for Rafique. Rafique, our current South African Masters champion, defeated the current South African singles champion, Kiashan Mudli, last night to book himself into the quarterfinals. It was quite an exciting battle. Rafique found himself 4-0 down in a race to 5 and won 4 frames on the trot to win that match 5-4. Oh, Touriq apologizes again. I think he was going to sneak the pack, but hit the red on the black cushion. Rafique, one of our top players in Central Gauteng, plays from the Wanderers Club, but no stranger to the Cape Town boys. He spent a few years in Cape Town, so Touriq and Rafique are good mates on and off the table. Touriq has a beautiful touch of that white ball, getting it behind the yellow, putting Rafique in a snooker. Rafique equal to the task and escapes the snooker by hitting that red ball on the black cushion. Touriq should get this white tight behind the black, or he goes for a very unorthodox shot. However, keeping the white close to the black cushion, and it is a reasonable safety. With Rafique at the table, and that is an example of yet a excellent white ball control, getting that white tight on the bulk cushion, leaving Touriq with very little room to maneuver his white. and he would have to get the red out of that pocket. He may go in off, and yes, he does. And there is a foul 4. Rafique will have white ball in hand and place it in the bulk. Rafique very decisive on his shot. He doesn't take too much time to think. His mind is made up. He goes down and attacks, and that is his strength, and perhaps sometimes a weakness. But when he gets going, very difficult to hold back. Faced with a very tricky black, no doubt he will go for it, and hence my point. I suppose he had to go for the black and pot it. His mind was made up, went for it. However, as you can see, if he missed, which he did, he would leave Touriq at the table with an excellent opportunity to seal this frame. The score is quite tight. The frame score, Touriq 32 and Rafique 24. So it's anyone's game, but with Touriq at the table, he could seal this frame at this visit. There is a very favorable table, not a single ball that is handicapped, that is touching another ball or on a cushion. So Touriq is fancying his chances to end this frame at this specific visit and gets an excellent position on the red. And with his experience, I think he'd certainly punish Rafique for that miss on the black. On the other table with Charles Yonk and Jaden Noben. Charles Yonk just knocked up his second century. So congratulations to him. He leads 4-0, 3-0. Touriq has this white ball on a string and will certainly make Rafique pay for that miss. Touriq now has a 30-point lead with 51 points on the table and makes no mistake using the rest on the red. Lays perfect position for the black, and he will most certainly take this frame away from Rafique. And an uncharacteristic miss from Touriq, a bit too casual on that black, thinking the frame was sealed, but bringing Rafique back to the table, and he has an opportunity with 43 left on the table. He could clinch this frame as well, and unfortunately for Rafique, he had missed the red and squandered an opportunity. Bringing Touriq back to the table, I don't think he's going to make a mistake the second time around. He'll want to seal it here without giving Rafique another opportunity. And he certainly does that by potting the first red, laying perfect position on the blue. With 32 points ahead. and that blue would seal the frame, and Rafique would require snookers going forward. Rafique trails in this frame by 37 points. There are only 35 left on the table. He would require a snooker to get back in the frame. And that just shows how the pendulum swings if you are not very resolute. When you have an opportunity, Rafique had a golden opportunity to seal the frame, and he didn't. And now Touriq has the ascendancy in this frame, with Rafique requiring a snooker. Touriq not taking any chances, going for a safety snooker. Red ball just rolls out. However, not an easy pot for Rafique. Touriq could take a liberty and go for the spot on the red, which he does very effectively, and the frame would all be but sealed with Touriq still at the table. I don't see Rafique returning to the table, even if Rafique misses. And that's 5. Touriq just displaying his excellent cue ball control, perfect position from the yellow to the green, onto the brown. He'll get onto the blue, delicate touches, and as you would notice that this is all about control of that white ball. Well, naturally you got to pot the balls as well, but the white ball control makes it that much easier to pot a ball and don't leave yourself in a difficult position. And that's the end of the frame. Touriq now leads in this match 3-1 against Rafique Limbada. Once again, if anybody watching wanting to get involved in snooker, please log on to the Pro Snooker Facebook page and inquire about events around the country and how you could get involved in snooker. Rafique, mind you, wears multiple hats. He is the South African Masters champion. He is also the head coach for Snooker and Billiards South Africa. And Rafique sleeps and eats snooker. He is on the working committee of South African Pro Snooker. Prior to this event, he was at the venue setting up the venue. Not only is he a phenomenal snooker player, but he lays carpets as well. So he helped in laying these carpets that you see. He helped with the preparation of the venue. So Rafique, a true asset to the snooker community. And we are proud to have him at Central Gauteng, playing snooker there. A true gentleman of the game and a heart of gold when it comes to anything snooker related. He has a passion. His passion is certainly coaching with the youngsters, getting the youngsters involved in coaching. So if there's anyone out there wanting to learn this game and you require coaching, log on to the Pro Snooker Facebook page, log on to the website and make contact with Rafique Limbada, and I'm sure he'd be more than willing to help you out with coaching. We're now in the 5th frame. Touriq leads 3-1 in this quarterfinal match against Rafique Limbada. walking into the venue this morning and viewing the two tables from the top deck, I had to pinch myself, and I couldn't believe that we were actually viewing this in South Africa. Very first for South Africa. The streaming is excellent. The production team 360 has done a fantastic job to bring the streaming to you live here from the heart of Joburg, Gold Reef City Casino, who has offered a fantastic venue to host the Pro Snooker Championship. Touriq goes for the center bag pot on the red. Unfortunately, he just hit the outside jaw. But here again, not leaving much on for Rafique. Rafique has a red. He's got to find a color after potting this red and goes straight in off. Foul on the white off a red would result in a 4-point penalty, and Touriq now would have 4 points, 4 penalty points awarded to him. Touriq goes for pot safety, very smooth stroke, and pots the red but brings the white back into bulk. He'll probably take this brown on into the center pocket. Not the easiest of pots from where the white was. Rafique looking at the table, and the nature of Rafique's game most certainly would go for a pot, draw the cue ball back and probably lay on the blue or green. And unfortunately doesn't get the pot. Touriq has been playing some exceptional snooker. He goes down, cues very effortlessly, takes years of practice. Unfortunately, he wasn't very steady on the shot, jumped up on the follow through on the blue. And one must remember, in honing an excellent cue action, one is to stay down, keep your head down, keep steady and follow through on that white ball. Rafique at the table, he'd be desperate to make a sizable break to get back into this match, trailing 3-1. He's currently on a break of 9. Doesn't think very much about it. Goes down, very resolute in what he wants to do, goes down and pots a phenomenal black, getting the cue ball back into the pack to develop a few more reds to continue with the break. He's now on a break of 17. Thinking a few balls ahead after potting this pink. He needs to get position on the red, but not only that, not only the position on the red, but give him opportunity to pot the red and get on the following color. So he needs to think 2, 3, 4 balls ahead. I think he's got an excellent white ball to go between those reds, roll it through and lay onto the black ball. Very small, there we go. And Rafique is negotiating this break with inch perfect position. Rafique on a break of 32 now would take one of the bulk colors, possibly yellow, and get himself with the deep screw off the side rail. Deep screw back into the reds. He may have overdone it, but I think there's a pot on with these two reds. Certainly he's very decisive in his approach. Takes him to a break of 35. Rafique seems to be flowing very freely, very comfortable around the table. Impatient, waiting for the ref to mark the green ball. Rafique is presented now with a somewhat tricky black. I think he would pot it. He's been flowing very well. There's the tricky black. He should have taken possibly a second or two longer just to make sure on that, but that's the Rafique style of play. He goes down, his mind is made up, and goes for the shot. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. When he pulls it off, it's a beautiful shot. Unfortunately, when you miss, you would then second guess yourself and said, I should have taken an extra second or two. Touriq now at the table, trailing 6 to 39 points. There's most certainly sufficient points on the table for him to get back into the frame. He would, however, have to pull off either a green ball to the corner pocket with a top white to bring his white back to the red in the center pocket. He opts for the red on the bulk cushion. He would probably play a safety. Oh, there we go. Settle for the 4 points, play a good safety, and he's a very patient man. Doesn't want to give anything away. One may think that was a mispot by Rafique, but quite the contrary. He played for a safety to leave the white ball on the black cushion. He too doesn't want to give Touriq an opportunity at the table, as he did the last frame, and he proved to be a problem for Rafique as he lost that frame when he was in the winning position. Touriq will clip the red. He actually goes for the pot, in a fantastic one. It was a pot that he could go for. If he missed, he would have had the white ball reasonably safe. Now we can continue with the break. With the green ball, gets excellent position on the red just above the pink. And Touriq doesn't miss those very often. He's now on the black. Beautiful stun shot. Wanted to go and kiss the red that he just gone past. He would have to find a safety shot. Take his points and run Rafique safe. He may opt to go for this red in the left corner pocket, and if he misses, would leave the white ball safe. And it's exactly what he does. Does he leave the white safe? Possibly. Rafique may go for this one red, the two reds, or is he going for the long pot? Is he? Small screw to lay on the black. Does that? Oh, what an exceptional pot. He needs to pot this red, go into those two reds, which he does with absolute precision. Developed the two reds and now can continue with his break. There again, an example of a difficult pot. Rafique going for the pot, but ensuring that his white ball is in a safe position if he misses, and that's exactly what had happened. He's got a good white. We are at a very crucial stage of this frame where both players will engage in a great safety battle, not wanting to give anything away. With 51 points left on the table, Rafique leads in this frame by 25 points. Touriq uncharacteristically goes for the blind pocket pot. My apologies, there are 43 points left on the table. That was a brown ball. Rafique attempted a safety. Unfortunately for him, the red hit the jaw of the center pocket, leaving Touriq up. Yeah, Munir, I don't think it's a screen, Mr. Kesem. I think it's our eyesight. Yeah, comes with age, sir. Touriq's patience had paid off. He is nicely poised to yet again pickpocket Rafique and steal this frame. Rafique would go for the spot. And if he gets it, beautiful cue action, decisive pot, he should have no issue in sealing this frame at this visit. Bit of awkward bridging over the blue. Doesn't deter Rafique. Rafique making no mistake. Overran that, but still very potable green ball. There we go. Rafique didn't succumb to the safety play and pressure by Touriq. He would certainly take this frame. Rafique leads in this frame by 28 points. Only 22 points left on the table, and a concession comes by Touriq. He would have required 2 snookers to get back in the frame and opted to concede. Rafique now back in the frame, reducing the deficit to only 1 frame. Touriq leads 3-2 in this quarterfinal match, which is a best of 9 race to 5. Once again, I must commend the Pro Snooker team led by Cuban Mudley on a fantastic job in putting this event together, and the sponsors and all the hard work that goes into this production and hosting this championship. It is a feat second to none. Truly a world-class production and tournament, very professional setup, very professionally run, and hours of preparation, months of preparation go into producing what we see today. And it started on Wednesday and will climax on Sunday, with the final being broadcast live on Cape Town TV at 2:30 Sunday afternoon. The semi-final matches will commence this evening at 7 o'clock. 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock respectively for the two semi-final games. So please tune in. We have a very exciting tournament that we are very privileged to witness on live TV. Rafique gets to the table, trailing 3-2 in the 6th frame. He will now break off. Very orthodox. I'm sure he's done that certainly more than 1,000 times, probably 10,000 in his snooker career. And has a beautiful white ball in bulk. Touriq will try and fine cut this red woody. Beautiful shot. Hits it full on, leaving the white ball on the black cushion, tempting Rafique into a pot on the loose red. It would be wise for Rafique to just fine cut it and run into bulk. And Rafique goes for a half-hearted pot, I must say. We are witnessing two very seasoned snooker players. As I've said before, multiple titles between them. Local, provincial titles that Rafique has as well in Central Gauteng, and managed to clinch his first national title, singles national title, by winning the South African Masters Championship held at the Wonders Club earlier this year. Touriq goes for a red, misses it, but doesn't leave very much up for Rafique. And the Dragon spits fire, goes for a very difficult pot, pulls it off with expert precision. Would he pot this blue? No. He seems to be rushing around the table. After that fantastic pot on the red, one would imagine that he would have potted the blue. However, now handing over the baton to Touriq, and he will make no mistake and be looking to put on a sizable break in this frame. And the level of competitiveness with these players, you only need a couple opportunities and the frame will be done. Touriq moves on to 9 points with the blue hanging over the center pocket, and would certainly take that, looking for position on another red. He may be aggressive enough to go into the pack. Opts to play for the loose red, which is the sensible shot to play. Take the loose reds and only go into the pack when there aren't any available. He would look to finish the loose reds. Touriq would go for the yellow ball. Would have run through on the white. Oh, he stops it. Perfect position for the red into the center pocket. He is focused with precision control of that white. Doing exactly that. Taking the loose reds, even though with the bulk colors, they points on the board, but it's just a necessary pot for you to continue your break and get into the rest of the reds. There's a red on at the bottom of the pot. Unfortunately for Touriq, looking very smooth. I would have fancied in potting that red. He misses it. However, I don't think very much damage done. Rafique would have to play the red ball and leave his white into safety, into the bulk area. He didn't have very much on, and looks to me as a very good safety. Touriq contemplating the pot on the red. Goes for the pot, looking after his white ball. If he misses, nothing on. And that's where his experience comes out. Forcing Rafique's hand into another safety shot. Yet another example of excellent safety play by Touriq. Rafique would had to have put a bit of side spin on that ball to negotiate past the yellow to clip the red and get his white ball back into safety. Very well executed by him. On the other match, Charles Yonk has defeated Jaden Owen 5-0, continuing his emphatic performance in this championship and not conceding a frame. Charles Yonk is looking, he's certainly before the tournament the favorite, and he has cemented his authority in this championship and certainly the player to beat in this championship. But I must say, it's going to be a tall order to beat Charles Yonk. It's going to have to, players have to be the absolute best, because Charles Yonk is looking absolutely invincible thus far in this event. Touriq, Charles Yonk books his place in the semi-final. He will be playing at 7 p.m. this evening at Gold Reef City. So please make your way through to the Bullion Room at Gold Reef City and come witness live action of a spectacular display of snooker here in Johannesburg at the Gold Reef City Bullion Room. Rafique opted for safety and flicked the red ball and rolls the white behind the green. Didn't quite get the snooker. Touriq could see the white ball. Excellent exchange of safety play by the two players. Rafique would take a dip at this. If he pots it, he'll be on the black. Does he? Double kisses it and gets away with it. Doesn't leave Touriq up on the red. And I hope Rafique is not getting impatient. He needs to be patient. Well, so much for my eyesight. That red was on. Touriq pots an emphatic red and lies straight on the black.
Just joined.
Unbelievable. I must welcome my colleague to the commentary, Mr. Munir Qasim.
Thank you, Farad.
He was commentating on the other match. Welcome, Munir.
Thank you, Farad.
We in store for an epic duel by two very attacking players. And as I say that, Touriq missed the black, Rafique in with a chance.
And he misses the red.
And misses the red. So
Rafique just seems to be playing too much in a hurry, not composing himself to recognize his chances and take the opportunity.
I agree with you. I think this will be a test of patience.
He's
by
got to
both
be
players.
patient, especially Rafique, because Touriq is a very calm and cool player. If you look at him,
He has displayed that. Rafique has a tendency to be a bit impatient and rush on his shots, and that may cost him a couple frames.
Sometimes he just gets a bit too anxious and he wants to get it over with, but he's going to have to wait and bide his time and be a bit patient. Unfortunately, Rafique not thinking not too much about the shots he's taking on.
I wonder if he went for safety. Was he going for the pot? Touriq, with his experience, having a red below the black, he wouldn't take it on. Touriq would leave Rafique, go for the center pocket pot. If he misses, leave Rafique back in bulk. And he hasn't missed very many of those in the center pocket, Touriq. It seems to be his favorite go-to shot.
If you leave Touriq up easy balls, he doesn't miss them. You know, he's very, very solid in and around the balls, especially to the middle back. That's his strong forte.
Say you leave him up easy balls. I think a player of his caliber, that would be an easy red.
Yes,
but not really. Hey, it was a
no. It's always challenging. There's no such thing as an easy shot. You have to. You know, if you look at some of the other players, some of the shots have been missing. And look at Rafique, not really giving much thought into his shots.
And there is the frustration.
Definitely.
Rafique needs to compose himself, settle down.
Touriq's just waiting in the wings to punish all these type of mistakes.
Yeah.
Excellent position on the black, to try and develop that red closest
all
to him.
Because Rafique lost composure.
Definitely. Oh, what an opportunity for Rafique.
Well, as we say, that's very uncharacteristic of Touriq, and go straight in off of the black, and that's a penalty, 7 points to Rafique. He has ball in hand, place it in the bulk. He's got a red over the center pocket, and he has an opportunity now to put some points on the table. Let's hope he can keep composure and do just that. Colors are not lying very favorably, especially the big points. Black with 7, pink 6
also
points.
tied up a bit, yes. So
But he has the blue.
Rafique opting to go up and down the table, and he's perfect on the red, back onto the blue. Oh, actually maybe not.
May have overrun it, give himself quite an acute angle. Has he? I think he can see the edge of it.
Yes, he can see it. Maybe he might have to run down for the bulk colors.
Come through bulk, come back onto the blue.
Okay, kissing the brown. I don't think he intended kissing into the brown.
But very fortuitously, he's on the brown and continue with the break.
Definitely.
All right. He does seem a lot more composed now. Getting himself back into the frame. He's only 5 points adrift.
Rafique is at his most dangerous when he just flows and plays positive. But he's got to do it. Look at that shot. I mean, it's an amazing shot.
Pot hit the center of the pocket. Beautiful control on the white.
He's one of the greatest long ball potters in the game.
He do well with a screw on the green, or would he go top white and bring the white ball down to the red?
Oh, great position. He's on the red.
What excellent white ball
Yeah.
control.
So all of a sudden he's just getting into his own element here. What is he going to try to do? You go back onto the blue or try and open the black
He
with
would
a
have
shot?
to deep screw for the blue.
Yeah, definitely. But you see again now, not having full control. It was a
But-
little bit lucky there.
But I tell you, what an excellent
Great comeback, great
screw,
pullback, and
yes.
great opportunity for him
I
to.
wonder, the red ball is tight. He's not going for the snooker, putting points.
Is the score a bit jammed up there? The computer scoring? No, okay, it's back on song.
I think he has that angle behind the pink. I think he does.
Yes, he
For
has.
the red to go in the bottom right hand.
Oh, just missed the ball.
And those type of misses may prove costly unless
Rafique's got away, but yeah, I think he got a
he
snooker.
gets away with it and gets a snooker.
Touriq might be able to see a fine edge, so might be a slight swerve. Okay, this will definitely be.
He
called
may
foul
hit
and a
the.
miss.
Yeah. Rafique would do well to replace it. I don't think. It may be a free ball.
No, I don't think it's a free ball, but he will put it back. Because in putting it back, even if he does touch the red, he develops the red for Rafique.
I think the white was a lot higher up the
Yes.
table.
The one thing the referees need to be taught, not to be critical of them, they're doing a very good job. They need to be taught to actually make a mental note on every snooker where the ball is, so they don't actually err too much on trying to find out where the white is. But that comes with experience.
Well, that comes with a lot of concentration.
Yeah.
I tell you, these the referees and the group
Yeah.
of referees here have been here from 8 o'clock in the morning
Yeah,
till 10
it's
o'clock in the evening, and
not an easy job.
not an easy by any means. And I think they've been very professional.
Yeah. See, now even that shot, Rafique could have actually done a much better job with it. He just went down and he
Rushed
hit it. Yeah, he's not in his element yet. I don't know what he's doing, but
He still has a good safety shot. Touriq won't make the same mistake. He'll get his white ball and put Rafique in a tight
trouble.
snooker.
There's it. Look at that.
And just
Okay.
overruns it, but the intention was there.
Yeah.
Rafique has to take his time, and Rafique goes for a very unorthodox shot where he hit the red from behind, and in doing so you never know where the object ball is going to land, and now
He stuck the red up.
stuck a red
Yeah.
up.
And this is where Touriq is dangerous in these situations. He tends to capitalize on your mistakes, and he will peel off all these balls one at a time, and he'll take the lead again. That's what Touriq is.
His composure.
Very composed, and he's got a nice angle to get back up to the yellow, and the green goes on the spot, and he's got a chance to clean the table, or at least try and secure the frame, because he needs. If he takes all the balls, he doesn't even need the black. He only needs up to the pink. 20 points. If you add that to his score, that's 46. That's enough. That's on 29, so he doesn't
And
even. He might need less than that. 29 and
Well,
14.
I don't see Touriq slipping up from this point, and yet again Rafique may be punished for his lack of patience, shall I say.
Okay, I think Touriq slipped a little bit in not getting the perfect position. So Rafique might still survive this game, but
Or the yellow
the
ball
the
should
yellow ball should stay in the
should
bag.
stay in the
referee make a
pocket.
mistake. That's like we said, the referee might be tired refereeing since this morning. It's easy to
Yeah.
make these mistakes.
Yeah, I've seen it happen at a pro snooker, professional snooker level as well. So
Definitely.
she can certainly be forgiven for that.
Look at that shot. Touriq went for the double
Went for the safety, perhaps. would
and
he?
the double. Safety double.
Safety double. Did
Yes, he went for a 2-in-1 shot.
he? This is one of his trademark shots. I don't see him missing a long pot. He's been potting them very well the entire tournament. Doesn't
Excellent
miss.
control. On the wrong side of the blue, he's on the bottom side. He probably wanted to be a bit on the top side.
He
But
would go right
nevertheless-
around the table. He's got the cue power, natural.
And with these nice fine clots, it's easy to get back up the table to the pink.
Executed exceptionally well. Look at that position play on
Excellent, excellent. And
the
once
pink.
again, Rafique not taking his opportunities, and Touriq mopping up and making a great clearance here. Excellent
And
stuff.
pickpocketing Rafique once again. I think
Hey.
that may have been
Probably
the
all
second
4
frame.
games that is.
Well,
hey.
possibly. I
Yeah.
thought it was 3 frames
Yeah.
that Touriq had taken away from Rafique when Rafique was in a prime position. And but that's Rafique's style of play, isn't it, Munir?
Yes.
He's very decisive going down, doesn't think too much about what needs to be
Yeah.
done. I think maybe when he's flowing and he goes running around the table, it's lovely to watch. However, sometimes
it can be his downfall.
it can be his downfall as well.
Definitely. But now look at the lead at the moment. Touriq leads by 4 frames to 2.
Big difference. It could have been 3 each.
This is going to be a very daunting, very difficult task for Rafique. And knowing Touriq, he'll want to put the nail in now and seal it 5-2. But if Rafique can come out of his shell and play like how we know he can still pull it off. Let's not forget, yesterday he was 4-0 down against Kiashan, and he reeled off 4 amazing frames in a row. He had a bit of run of the balls, but he still managed to pot the rest of the balls. So one never knows. With Rafique, he's totally unpredictable. You can't say. He might still make a match of it.
You know, the last frame, Munir, was very crucial because Rafique had to make it 3 each. By losing that frame, certainly puts him on the back foot, leaving Touriq just 1 frame to clinch this match.
And psychologically, he's putting Touriq in a strong position.
Well, Touriq, with all his experience, will not be going for a big break. He'll be doing whatever he can just to secure the frame. That would win him the match.
Yeah.
So I don't see very much opportunity for Rafique in this frame unless Touriq misses a pot.
Yeah, and knowing Touriq, you know, he might not. You might think he might not go for everything. If the break's going to present itself, he's going to go for it.
You think he would?
He will want to seal it, and for him, he knows the best way to seal it is by potting balls.
But I don't think he would go for 50-50 shots.
He won't take the risky shots.
No,
that's not in his nature.
For the sake of a break, I think he'd want to seal the match by winning this frame.
But it'll be good to observe what strategy he chooses this game. Just running short on the break. The ideal position that every player wants on the break off is to leave the white on the bottom cushion. And Rafique straight away going for a big shot. And getting away a little bit, luckily.
Yeah, Rafique's nickname is Ralph. And you know where that comes from, Munir?
No, I actually don't, eh?
Uh,
I thought it was the Dragon, or is it one of his nicknames?
No, his nickname is Ralph, and it comes from Karate Kid.
Oh,
Ralph.
okay, yes.
Danielson.
Danielson, yes.
Yes, so I think
I'm sure his uncle had something to do with that,
No,
because his uncle is a black belt.
yes, Rafique
Yeah.
got involved at a young age with karate. He may have been a black belt as well, but that's where he gets the name from, Ralph. Danielson, but I don't think he listened to Mr. Miyagi
No, he does
with
not.
regard to patience.
No. He's a young Ralph who just wants to go for everything and get
Yes.
it over with.
Yes.
Look at that, there's not much thought in him at the moment. He seems to
Yeah.
have lost a bit of his composure.
So
But
he's not doing much wax on and wax off.
no, he needs to
Which-
go back to his basics and just be patient.
Yes.
And Touriq knows exactly where he's got Rafique now. Rafique's got away a little bit. So luckily for him, he manages to survive a little bit, unless Touriq pulls off a nice spot here. Oh, okay.
I'm actually very surprised that Touriq took that on.
Yeah. He'll tighten up towards the middle of the frame if he needs to, but he always likes to attack and try and seal off. But I think he's playing a dangerous game because Rafique can just turn on the screws all of a sudden.
Rafique is a very, very capable player.
Yeah, very dangerous and very unpredictable, as we've seen with Kiashan yesterday.
His cue action is phenomenal, eh? He's
Excellent. Very straight swing and he's got good
Rafique's
power shots.
and knowledge of his white ball when using sides.
And he doesn't think long about, it's completely natural.
Very natural. And that spot he made look very, very easy. But
And
it
it was
wasn't
not.
on these tables.
Yeah, definitely
The
not.
corner pockets are tight, so
Just a bit out of position.
Rafique won't even roll him up on the blue. He would go for the break, and he should really. He should really do. And he pots that green with absolute conviction.
But
Unfortunately,
not on the reds again.
just overhit.
Overhit it.
Just overhit.
He might play a good safety here.
I think it's a fantastic safety. Yes, he would have loved the white ball on the bulk rail.
But knowing Touriq, he's going to attack the shot and try and hold
He-
on to the pink.
I think there won't be much damage even if he misses. This red, he'll roll it in for the pink. Goes for the big shot.
Another opportunity for Rafique. Not an easy one, but
I don't
nevertheless
think
an
it's much on.
opportunity.
He'll opt for a safety shot here. Or Wally.
Rafique doesn't
safety.
know what safety is.
Well, that's the way we love to watch Rafique play. He's a very attacking player. And when he gets going, he's really a spectacle. He plays some awesome snooker.
See now, from what I can see, Touriq has now got his thinking cap on. Now he's starting to think.
He'll go for the pot lay on the
Yeah, playing a safety shot.
But then again, do you think Rafique would go for the center pocket
Definitely.
on this red?
He's going
Very
to
tough.
definitely go for it. He will go for it, and he's going to try and
Hold it for the pink.
he will try, maybe even for the black if he's got an angle.
Very difficult shot.
And dangerous
to
now
execute.
because he's left the bag up to the ball into the middle bag.
But here again, possibly taking into consideration the nature of the match and he's 4-2 down, would you have gone for safety rather than going for the pot there, Munir?
I would have definitely gone for a safety and try and put my opponent into trouble. I would have maybe played the same red and just open the black up and run it down.
But wait for more
Better opportunity.
better opportunity.
Yeah. But you know, sometimes the adrenaline rush, you just want to pot everything you see. And that can be dangerous. And Rafique,
And Touriq is up now. He's got the red to the corner pocket there. He may go back for the blue and come, or he's going to
he'll
roll
just stay
for
on
the.
the black. He'll stay
I
on
think
the
he'll
black.
got enough to roll for the pink, does he? I'll go back for
He's
the
going
blue.
back for the blue. Okay, so he's
And look at that white ball, Munir. He lays high on the blue.
yes on the top side of the blue,
Top side of the blue to bring his white back
Perfect back
into the reds.
into the reds. And perfect onto the red on the outside of the bunch.
And the back of the bunch.
Yeah.
And continue his break.
In potting this red, he frees up the red
There seems
on
to
the
be
right. If he pots his red
Is he
and he's
going
on the
for a
pink.
plant? What is he doing?
No, he's going for
He's
the
going
red.
for the red.
And then it frees up the red closest to the pink. I think he might have just overrun it a little
He
bit.
may be thinking of going to the pack, which he shouldn't. There are 4 reds, 5 reds open.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be rolling and going for the red into the center pocket, the loose red.
Touriq always plays the loose reds first. He's not
Very
very ambitious.
responsible snooker.
Yeah.
No need to open the pack if there's reds available.
No, he waits. He always waits. You see, if he takes the red on the bottom, it opens up another red. Now he's in prime position. Perfect shot selection,
Stun shot on the black ball,
and he's onto that
and
red.
there's a red at the bottom of the
And
pack.
putting that red frees another red. Actually, it frees another 2 reds. So no need to go into the pack and be ambitious. Just play on good shot selection and peel off the balls one at a time.
Let's see, does exactly that. Stuns the black, lays perfectly on the other red. The black would go on to the pinks. Oh, is a black spot available? Just about.
It looks like it might have gone closest to the black spot for her. I think the pink was on the black spot.
Eh?
Eh?
Yeah, well, it does spot. Well, he's got the black. He certainly has
This
the
will be a
black.
challenging shot now to get down towards the pack. The one red closest to the pink can go. But to get your white to that position is not going to be easy. Touriq opting to secure the.
Would he
Spot
go
on the
for
black.
this plant
Yes.
and screw the white ball back into bulk or onto the blue?
He's going to definitely do that. Seems like he's going to do that.
He's going for a
He's going to
follow through.
actually go through also. Or is he- That's it. There was always the danger of the double kiss on the second red.
I think going on a follow through
Yeah.
wasn't the right option. If he had
Yeah.
screwed it, would
He would
Cannon
have had a
gone to
better
the
choice.
blue.
Definitely a
But,
better chance.
Fantastic Cannon, eh?
Fantastic. And what is he doing? Is he still attacking? Look at him. He's attacking. See, Touriq attacks when he's up. I know him to attack. He's
Taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to waste time. He'll tighten up next game if Rafique takes his game, but he wants to now put maximum pressure on Rafique.
Yes. This is going to be a challenging pot for him. He has to hold that white
Great shot.
effortlessly.
Great shot. Great composure. If you get Rafique, I think he's already almost acknowledging defeat here, but he might still get one more opportunity. He might. See, Touriq ran a bit short. He needed to play that with a bit of power. So Rafique will get one chance.
Points on the board. Points on the board, Munir.
Yes. And it's a big difference. What's it, 30-point difference? No. 39, 38 points difference.
Do you think Touriq would be looking at a plant, 3-ball plant here?
He will be, but he will be playing it with safety in mind. So if he goes for it, he will go for it, and
I think
he will go for it, but he will be bringing the white back towards the pink. You're going for the double. Touriq really attacking and choosing not to play defensive. In so doing, I think he might have left that red up closest to the pink.
at the bottom of the pack, I think
It might be, but from Rafique's body language, it doesn't seem like
it
it's up.
doesn't seem like it's up. So I'm hoping Rafique plays a good safety, brings it, goes with red. No, he's going for a pot.
Rafique's not taking
He
any
should
prisoners.
have ran that red up through bulk and back down, leave his white in the bulk. But
He's not showing any patience this game at all. You see, the thing is, when you play Touriq, he first grinds you down, plays you tight in the first few games, and gives you that false sense of security, and he lures you into playing the spotting type of game, and then he starts spotting, and then you still think the only way you can beat him is by potting. So one's got to read Touriq's game and play according to that.
But I think if you would agree, Munir, one looks at the scoreboard and it's almost an unlucky enough. I thought he would have. Rafique looking at the scoreboard, and he says the score was 49. He was only 38 points behind, more than enough points on the table. No rush for him to go for the trade. He should have bided his time, but sometimes the scoreboard can be intimidating.
Exactly, and you feel like you got to put a few points on board. If
And
not, you think the score's going to run away.
Exactly.
But But he needs to just show, I think we don't show enough exercise, enough patience. And
here again, Touriq has a 44-point lead.
well, he's forced to play a safety. He's got no
But
choice.
But there is no reason to rush
Yeah.
because they more than enough points on the board
Yeah.
on the table for Rafique to
I
clinch
think
this
he
frame.
did attempt a good safety there. He was just didn't get a big enough bounce off
Well,
the cushion.
Touriq has a decision here. He either goes for the red by the black for the center pocket, and if he misses that, he may present Rafique with an
He might
no,
go
he's
for
going
the
for the
set.
cannon and bring
Yeah.
the white behind the pink.
Yes, and look at that.
There we go.
And now he
went
puts
for the plant.
one red safe at the bottom, so he's
Roll
gonna-
Rafique up behind the pink.
That's Touriq. Now he's going to play tight. See, he chooses the right opportunity and time to play his safeties. He's so much in control of his game. At times he's attacking, and at times he's playing. But this is positive. This is positive attacking safety, and it's a great shot from Rafique. Is he going to get a bit luck? No,
No.
unfortunately not.
Well, Touriq now 45 points ahead in this frame with 59 left on the table, Munir.
59 points, yes, and it's going to be a very daunting task for Rafique.
So 45 points ahead, but there is 59 on the table.
He's 59 on the table, but he's not going to have to take it in one go. He's going to have to take it slowly, slowly.
And I don't see, besides that red on the ball cushion, they are playing quite favorably if you can get stuck in.
And Rafique is well capable of it. We know
Very
that.
capable of clearing the table if he's presented with an opportunity.
But saying that, Touriq's obviously got ideas of his own. I don't think he's going to be taking any prisoners here. He also wants to have a go. Seems like that ball can just about go.
I think he
Excellent shot, and he develops the red of the cushion. I don't think that was his intention, but look at that. In embodying that, he's put himself in a winning position.
Well, he should be going for the brown, stunning that brown, leaving himself on the red in the center pocket.
He's choosing the blue because it's...
Is he going for a safety shot?
No,
I think he would.
he's going for the pot on the blue because it's an easier pot. He doesn't need to be more relaxed in his reaction. It's an easy pot, and he'll rather leave a difficult red.
One can say that Touriq loves the center pockets.
But also, if he was looking at the score, by potting the blue, he puts the difference to 51. So that means Rafique can only tie. So that's why he chose the blue. So now Rafique has really got his back against the wall, and Touriq is still at the table.
And I don't see Rafique as he left the building.
He's probably standing on the left side.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
And
What a pot. But
what
then
a great
again,
shot. Yeah.
no pressure. Like you've just alluded to earlier, Rafique can't win the frame without a snooker. And Touriq goes for a dip and makes no mistake. And I think he all but sealed this frame. And in doing so, sealing the match.
Definitely. What a great show of potting from Touriq. Excellent long potting from him. And showing some good control here.
Well, Touriq has always been renowned for his composure around the table. Very composed player, very capable player, showing his years of experience.
Definitely.
And his contact with the white ball it's so smooth.
Always very smooth. And
Hey,
if you look at Charles being the favorite of the tournament, if anybody is going to try and dethrone him, it will be Touriq, who has got the game to match Charles. It will be a very interesting contest. I think it will be a very tight game. Might not be the most exciting snooker if the two guys play.
well, it depends what your definition of exciting, Munir.
Yeah.
You want to see potting,
And
white
purpling.
ball or 5 cushions on position. So you're referring to a Fakhri type game. I watched Charles the other day, and he is so meticulous, deft touches on the white. He gets the job done, and I thoroughly enjoy watching him play that type of snooker as well.
Yeah.
So it's not all about the bang bang like Kiashin is accustomed to doing. It's that type of snooker that Charles plays, also very, very entertaining to see his control of the white. But here we're witnessing Touriq just going through the motion, and this match is all but complete. There will be a concession by Rafique. Rafique conceded this match by leaving the playing arena. No, I'm only kidding. He is there. He is in our screen right now.
Yeah.
And congratulations to Touriq Samsodien, defeating Rafique 5-3 in this quarterfinal match, booking himself a place in the semi-finals, and he would be playing at 7 o'clock this evening in the semi-final match. And a very emphatic victory, 5-3.
5-2.
5-2,
Yeah.
apologies, and was in total control of this match. There was the only time when